Hi you guys. Well, hi, I'm glad you made it back. But if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you to my GMC Do-It-Yourself channel, where you'll see tons of videos that will help you save money. Don't go to the dealership or a mechanic to have this work done. A lot of the fixes that I show you, you can do yourself with very little tools. Before you go to the dealership or mechanic, click above on the right hand corner. Chances being I probably have a video that will help fix your problem. But before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and yes, hit that bell and leave a comment. Believe it or not, I read all the comments and respond back to you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to replace the mirror on the passenger side door. You can use the same method on your driver's side mirror. The first thing you want to do is turn your key on and move your passenger side mirror all the way up, then all the way inside or to the left. What we want to do is put a screwdriver in this area. This mirror snaps in or pops in. So with a long, thin screwdriver, we're going to apply some pressure right here, right where the arrow's at. Once you move your mirror in position, turn off your key. Now there's a lot of YouTubes out there that will tell you to move the mirror by hand. Now you don't want to do that because there's plastic gears in there and you don't want to break the gears obviously by forcing it. Or your $15 to $20 repair has turned into $150 to $350 repair. So turn the key on and move it in position. Now if your mirror is broken or cracked, go ahead and put some blue masking tape all over the mirror. That way you don't drop any glass or cut yourself. I'm replacing mine because the turn signal light on mine doesn't work anymore. Here's the mirror I ordered. I found this on eBay. I paid like 15 bucks for it. It came with free shipping. When ordering your mirror, you want to know if your mirror has a heater or not, or a defroster. Mine does. So you can see where the plugs that go into the heater go in here, and the plug for the turn signal lights goes here. The reason why I'm showing you the back of this is right where the red arrow's at is where you want to put your screwdriver to pop off the mirror. I've seen guys try to get it out on the outside or on our left side here, right where the red arrow's at. As you can see, you have some electronics there and you won't be able to get your screwdriver in. So put your screwdriver in the bottom. It should pop out pretty easy. Okay, let's get the screwdriver in. As you can see, I'm putting the screwdriver at the bottom and popping it out. Once it pops, just go ahead and remove the mirror and we can start unplugging the wires. Here I'm unplugging the wires from the heater first. Those are pretty simple. When pulling the wires, pull it from the connector. Don't pull it from the wires, otherwise you're going to be doing some soldering. Next, we're going to unplug the turn signal. This one's a little tricky, but you can do it. What I did is I just got 2 picks and stuck it in the plastic housing and moved it outward. Again, don't pull on the wires. One of the things I like to do before I connect everything back is to spray some contact cleaner on all the contacts. Now you don't have to do this, but I apply a little grease so it just makes it a little easier for me to pop the mirror back in. Again, you don't have to do this, it's just something that I did. All I'm doing is applying grease in all the areas where the plastic clips come together. I do the same thing on the back of the mirror, I just do it on the clips. Now I'm just plugging the plugs back in. Here I am putting the defroster wires in first. Then I plug in the turn signal plug. This plug goes in one way, so you may want to take a look at it. When you plug it together, you'll hear it snap. Wow, we're just about done. Now, just before we snap it back together, make sure the wires are out of the way. Once you know they're out of the way, go ahead and take the mirror and just snap it back into that circle. And you're all done. Go ahead and hop back in your car, turn the keys on, move your mirror around, then turn on your passenger turn signal, see if it works, and double check to see if your emergency lights are working correctly. And we're all done. Well, I hope you found this video very informative, and most of all, I hope it saved you a lot of money. Don't forget to check out my other how-to videos, where you'll see tons of videos that will help you save money. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, hit that bell. Until then, I can't wait to see you at my next video. Bye!